Vitali's situation has taken a dramatic twist, one no one saw coming. After everything, the arrest, the viral press conference, and even the jail rumors, what's happening now is even bigger. A massive wave of outrage is sweeping through the internet and spilling into the streets. People are furious, and it's no longer just about being mad at Vitali. They want him completely banned from every social media platform out there. That's right. The online community, especially Filipinos around the world, is rising up, demanding that Vitali not only be kicked out of the Philippines, but erased from the entire digital space. Why? Because what started as controversial IRL pranks has now spiraled into full-blown cyberbullying. Vitali has openly mocked, insulted, and humiliated Filipino people and their culture. And people have had enough. This has gone far beyond one problematic influencer. It's about drawing a line. For every IRL content creator who thinks it's okay to disrespect cultures, stir division, and chase clout by crossing the line. And now, things are escalating fast. From big-name creators to small ones, human rights organizations, even Filipino lawmakers, people are uniting in calling out Vitali. They're pressuring platforms like YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, and X to kick him off permanently. Even Americans are backing the movement. Filipino Americans and people with deep ties to the Philippines are speaking out. Many are voicing their support and frustration. One man says, "I stand with the Filipino community to ban disrespectful Vitali." Another added, "Filipinos are kind and welcoming. They open their country to visitors. If someone can't respect that, they shouldn't be allowed there." Shock and outrage are everywhere, and the calls for punishment are only growing louder from the US to the Philippines. This is the biggest backlash Vitali has ever faced, and it's hitting him from all sides, morally, legally, financially, and digitally. But let's back up, because this didn't happen overnight. You've probably seen the clips. Vitali's chaos didn't start here. His history is wild. He saw the Philippines as just another stop on his content roadmap. He had no idea what was coming. Even then, he thought the Philippines was just another Asian country that couldn't do anything to him. Even though, let's be honest, he barely has a hair on his head to mess with. He believed, "I've been arrested in Egypt, Brazil, the US, they deported me, and I still came back with millions of views." Have you been jailed elsewhere? Yeah. How many countries? Brazil, Russia, Brazil again, America. Which was the worst? Egypt. Easily, worst 5 days of my life. So what happens when someone faces jail but never faces consequences? They never stop. And that's exactly who Vitali became. He assumed he could do whatever he wanted anywhere. What could these so-called third world countries do? Their laws aren't as tough as in America or Europe. That's the mindset he walked in with. He built a brand off being arrested, deported, and then spinning those experiences into viral podcast moments and shocking thumbnails. He literally bragged that jail time boosts his numbers, and every controversy shot his content to the trending page. When I got out of jail, boom, every video hit 1 million views. Negative stuff always becomes positive. So if I go to jail tonight, I'm ready. Been chilling too long. I'm about to fire it up. That mentality helped him rake in hundreds of thousands just from YouTube ad revenue. And once brands saw him trending, they threw him money. Whether the press was good or bad didn't matter. That was the whole strategy behind his trip to the Philippines. But now, that strategy has blown up in his face. Big time. This isn't about views anymore. It's about consequences. Everything changed after President Bongbong Marcos himself publicly reacted. That was the moment things flipped. Authorities kicked things into overdrive. Vitali was hauled into a press conference, and even then, he didn't take it seriously. He thought being a green card holder and Russian citizen would save him, but this time he was wrong. He was sent to an actual prison. Not a holding cell, but the kind of facility where hardened criminals are kept. And once the inmates learned what he did to Filipinos, well, you can imagine. He's in prison now. And when inmates find out what he did, disrespecting the country, they might try to kill him. He was lucky he didn't end up in the main Philippine prison system. Reports say those prisons are controlled by internal politics and powerful prisoner gangs. If he had stayed, he could have been blackmailed for money. Or worse. Some creators believe he had to bribe his way out just to avoid what was coming. He was eventually transferred to an immigration detention center, marginally safer. Even there, Vitali kept the drama alive, still playing the victim. Then came a twist. There were talks of deportation. But there was a catch. He had to find a country willing to take him. Both Russia and the US refused. That's right. Russia officially disowned him. They wanted nothing to do with the chaos he brings. Desperate, his mother started paying to try and secure citizenship from smaller countries. They were running out of options, and worse, running out of cash thanks to mounting legal bills and no stable income. The US Embassy is monitoring it. They're watching. Once he's released, embassies will be paying close attention. I doubt they'll let it spiral too far. He's not going to magically land in North Korea or Mogadishu. More likely, he'll jump to a third country, maybe Dubai, Europe, or South America, just bouncing around if his US residency gets complicated. There are plenty of places where you can literally buy residency. Pay enough money, they let you in. And Legal Mindset agrees. If Vitali and his mother can afford it, they might buy their way into a country that will protect his remaining assets and give him time to plot his next move. Maybe he'll come up with a new scheme, just like before. That seems to be his only plan now. Do you agree? Let me know what you think. Oh, and Vitali already sold his house to cover his legal expenses. He's nearly broke, burned through most of his money on lawyers. And just when you thought it couldn't get worse, his mom got scammed. She lost a massive chunk in crypto while trying to pay off attorneys. She even posted a tearful video online. I need help. Oh my goodness. Apparently, she sent crypto to someone pretending to be a lawyer, because nothing screams reliable legal help like transferring digital coins to a random wallet. Now the legal funds have dried up and the lawyers are backing out. And in a system like the Philippines, money equals safety. Once the cash stops flowing, so does your protection. Vitali might be tossed back into the general prison system, and this time, no one may be left to protect him. Meanwhile, the global push to wipe him off social platforms is gaining serious traction. This isn't just cancel culture, it's accountability culture. People want to make an example out of him. They're saying, let this be a warning to every disrespectful content creator who thinks it's okay to harass people in other countries and call it entertainment. This has grown far beyond one influencer. It's about every IRL content creator who thinks chaos equals content. This movement is gaining momentum, and if the platforms finally take action, Vitali's entire career could be gone. So, what do you think? Is this really the end for Vitali? Will the platforms finally pull the plug? Or will he somehow escape again, find another loophole, another country, and come back stronger than ever? Let me know in the comments, because this could be history in the making. Let me know if you'd like the title